All right, guys. I know I'm being a little bit quiet, but I'm trying to. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna send you guys the link here in like 3 seconds, if I can open it. Chris, why do you always look like you're laying down when you do things?
I am laying down.
Oh.
That's the main reason why I look like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and I want my cat
So
to be lonely. He's next to me, so.
I'm gonna. All right. X out of
You
here. Okay, so I'm putting it in the group chat thing. There. Did you guys get it?
Um,
Group chat. Oh yeah, okay, we're here.
Yes. Did everybody see it?
yes.
Where's the chat thing again?
Oh yeah, cool. It's working.
Okay. Are you on the phone or are you
I'm
on
on the
the
phone.
computer? Okay, so there's like a little box right there by your mute button,
Oh yeah.
and it should.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So are we all ready? We're good?
Yeah.
What happened to Chris's camera?
No, just because I'm in between apps, so it's.
Oh, okay.
I just want to
Yeah.
copy the
Sorry.
link, send it to my
We
brother.
don't need that link right now, do we?
Well, I'm gonna share it on Facebook as a watch party. It's like live right now, but once we actually start going, I'm gonna share it
Okay.
to Facebook.
Okay.
So let's.
Is
Okay.
there a lineup? Sorry.
Pardon?
Is there a lineup? Is there an order that you want us to be ready in?
Sure. We can just go. Well, Ken's the least ready, so we'll let him go last.
I'm ready. I'm just not speaking. That's not the same thing. I'm sharing the link. That's why I'm quiet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Ken, you're talking too much. Shut up.
Okay, that's what I do best,
I'm
anyways.
back. I was just sending the link to 2 people.
All right. So okay.
Ooh,
Yeah,
someone's got friends. Well done, Chris.
It's family, man. It's family.
Weird flex, but okay.
We can go David, Aaron, Ken, and Chris. So pretty much it's going to be, well, Chris knows how it went last week. So it's going to be me hosting it. And then once we get into the part where everybody kind of gets to put their input in, if you guys just kind of, whoever starts speaking first, just let that person speak, and then use the like raise your hand thing on it, and then I'll just I'll transition to you, or all of us can be adults, and just the next person who put their little hand up can just speak. But anyway, so for that part, once it starts kind of dying off, I'll use the same little, hey, that's awesome, David. How's your week? How's your human being doing? Is she still alive? Type of thing, and then we'll move on to the next person. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I go ahead of him if his kid's not all right? Because that's gonna bring the mood down.
Ooh, so but we got to bring it back up after that.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry. You're talking about the lineup now, right? So how are you going to switch from one person to the next? But once everyone's done their 2 minutes, what's after that? That's what I'm not sure yet.
So that's the round table part of it, where we talk about that topic a little amongst ourselves. And then
what was the
that's
topic?
How it's. So, like mine is going to be how the COVID test is comparable to your first pap smear, I imagine, type of things. The only person that could probably relate to that is Aaron, but yeah.
I don't even know what that thing is. What is that thing?
See, okay, so we get to explain it to you in the roundtable part. So.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So okay. So are y'all? You guys are. Where's my notes
Ready.
at? Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all are ready. Okay. Let
Ready.
me. Do
I'm just
this.
muting myself.
Watch party. No, don't mute yourself.
Just a question. Just a question before. Do we have to mute ourselves, or we keep the laugh
Oh,
for every
yeah,
comedian, so it actually
yeah.
stays a bit?
Sorry if some. But yeah. So we don't mute ourselves. Because like this is a chance for us to have genuine, like a genuine audience kind of thing. Don't boo anybody, please. So
I think I woke
Yeah,
up
I just
late.
mute when somebody walks in or the cat goes crazy. But yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
laughing except for that.
Okay. So all right. Sorry. I'm trying to do this thing again. Like I said I was going to, but other people. Okay. So I think we're ready and we can go. Okay. Hey, internet live stream humans. This is going to be our international comedic roundtable. I'm Jay, and I'll be the host today. We've got Aaron, Christoph, Kent, David. Welcome, guys and lady. So this is going to be kind of a weekly thing to give a little comedic relief to the sadness of the world right now. But anyway, so guys, the other day I saw the most horrific thing. My wife had to get the COVID test, which was extremely scary first off because I don't want to be sick. But so we go through, like, it was crazy because it was a drive-through. You drove through and then she got it. But right when it happened, all I could think about was like my first pap smear I ever got. And why I thought of it was because I was at the age of 35, which I guess is kind of old to get your first one, according to doctors. But anyway, I found out I was a gold star lesbian afterwards, which I guess makes it even harder to get your first pap smear. But so anyway, so this pap smear, it's weird because like all my friends, I asked them about it. I was like, oh, how does it go? And then they're like, no, it's super easy. Like, just relax and all this stuff. Don't be nervous. But then I realized I was talking to a lot of my straight, like, female friends that I have because they've had, I guess, sex with men before, and that's what goes in you like that. But anyway, so the thing was that reminded me of this COVID test that reminded me of this pap smear is they take these Q-tips and after they insert this duck looking thing into your vagina, they then take these Q-tips and I didn't know what was worse, was the duck lip things or when the Q-tips started scratching away at my fucking uterus.
Oh my god.
But anyway, so yeah, that's been I've been extremely scared to get a COVID test. I told my leadership at my job, like if my wife has COVID, I will assume I do and stay at home and die. Like I will not get the fucking test. So anyway, but yeah, it's been an interesting ride. I've learned a lot about myself over the years of being in the year of being in Germany. Like, you know, I felt real American here only because I refused to learn another language, and like, now we're doing a comedy show with 4 other people that speak or 3 others that speak Luxembourgian, but we're doing it in English. So I'm being real America right now. But anyway, so yeah, that's been my experience. How's everybody else's week going?
Good. I never knew a COVID test. They had to take a sample from your vagina. I thought it was done from the nose.
No.
Wow.
That is, yeah. I mean that too. But no, it was through the nose.
Also,
I'm just saying.
when I had my pap test, it wasn't through a drive-through either.
That's not how it is usually. I'm
I'm
gonna
not
go
saying
talk to
that's
my
a bad thing.
gynecologist now. You didn't just stick your legs out the window? No?
I don't know. I'm from Alaska, so it was a little cold.
Huh. I'm gonna have to talk to my gynecologist now. Now I have one, guys. It's very awkward. This was I think this was like 4 months ago now. Is that weird though, Aaron? Is that weird that I'm 35 and this is the first time I've had it?
Yeah, I'm a little jealous. I'll be honest.
Dude, I was sweating so bad, I'm telling you. Like, I I think like what do you guys got to get, like prostate thing, right? What do the dudes get?
Nothing.
Yeah.
So far, yeah. So far,
Nothing
nothing.
goes in myself. It's not how it works.
No, but how do they do the prostate test? I thought they stuck 2 fingers up your butt.
I think they should start with one, right? I mean, let's not be greedy here.
Depends how well you know the doctor, I guess. With gloves, without gloves, it's up to you.
Whatever. That's crazy. No, you guys are gonna have to get something. I've only heard of you guys because I think my dad had to get one. And
Yeah, once you're like 40 plus, I think.
I think the sooner the better. The sooner the better.
Probably, yeah.
So, Christoph, you're the first one on the list on that, right?
Yep. Where's Andras? Where you need him? Where is this old man?
Okay.
Oh God. But yeah. So hey, David, how's your human doing? The little one.
Oh my, yeah. She's adorable. She's doing great. She's just about to start to crawl, which is it's good for us. It's gonna be a game changer when she can actually crawl, because that means we can just lock her up in a room, with a bowl of water and some dry food, and she can just go on about with her day. So that'll be looking forward to that. But the toughest thing with the lockdown, personally for me, was I can't go to my yoga studio anymore. I have to do my yoga at home, and it took a while for the neighbors to get used to it, because I do this like special kind of yoga. It's like hot yoga, only it's not hot, and I do it butt naked. So yeah, it's taking a while for them to not call the police on me. But hey, what else? I was walking down the street the other day, and this old lady comes up to me. She's like, "Excuse me, could you help me cross the street?" And I said, no, I can't do that. I could potentially kill you, right? She's like, no, it's just like 5 meters. Please help me. And she comes like, no, just get away from me. And I pushed her, and it was unfortunate because like a car was passing by, and I think a few hips were broken there. I didn't stick around. I don't know the details.
Hey, you're trying to prevent the spread, man.
Exactly. Now the right thing to do is to do the wrong thing. It's like kind of upside down. Can help them. I had a friend of mine. She has like this very hot body, but not a very pretty face. And she realized that now it's her time to shine with all the masks. So she's very happy about that, because she gets a lot more attention now with wearing that mask, which is great for her. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh man. But
Yeah.
so wait, in Luxembourg, are you guys required to wear the mask now outside?
Yeah.
Like at all times outside?
No, only if you're within a place where you can't maintain 2 meter distance. So I mean, once you go in a public like supermarket or any type of shop, you need to wear something to cover your face with. Yeah.
Dude, I've been running around out here, and I've been running a little faster because I don't wear a mask while I'm running, but like others do. And I don't know if I'm gonna be robbed or kidnapped, so I just start running away. It's so odd. And a lot of times I question if I'm supposed to be wearing a mask. So that's why I was asking if you guys have to wear it all the time, because these people are weird out here. Like, I don't know how they even wear it, because they're running. I can barely breathe walking in it. Right? You know?
Yeah.
But so your baby. So what kind of dog food were you gonna feed her?
What kind of what?
What kind of dog food are you gonna feed her?
Oh no, I don't know. Some like dried biscuits or something. Oh no, she can't chew yet. Hold on, it has to be something soft. I would just put them in some water.
Just water. Just,
Milk,
you
milk and
obviously
water.
haven't been
Here we go.
watching
Water.
any.
Vitamin water on Sundays.
Are you gonna treat her more like Carol Baskin treated her tigers, or like the Tiger King treated his tigers?
No, I'll get to the expensive food.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
It's very nice.
You're not gonna get it at the Walmart discounted, right off the back of the truck, almost spoiled. You're so thoughtful. I'm glad that human's in your hands. Oh gosh. But yeah. So anyway, it's fun times. COVID's treating all of us so well. I mean, I've noticed like for COVID, like I have to go in sometimes for work, and I've just noticed like I'm a introvert with like a extrovert personality, but that's going away now because it's like I literally hate human beings in the office. Like it's just
We are too.
Right? I'm like every time they talk, like if I'm at home, I can ignore their phone calls. I can even ignore their emails. But like when we're face to face and they talk to me, it's like, oh, I have to put on a smile and yep, I'll help you out there. I've been saying a lot of things lately. No, I didn't get your email. So, you know, can't avoid them in the office. But anyway, but Erin, she's been doing a lot of comedy online lately, and I did listen into on a couple, but I heard that you won a comedy show against a bunch of awesome Alabamians.
Yeah, it was a comedy contest that took place in Alabama. And when it started, I was like, yeah, I know I can't possibly win this because based on the rates of coronavirus in your state, every one of you has been out hugging people all day and asking for their votes. Somehow I did actually win. I'm really sure that's something to talk about, but yeah, it was something. Yeah,
Nice.
just got a lot of thinking done here. Coronavirus, I've actually feel like I've learned a lot since we started this quarantine. I think the first thing I learned is that any joke is a coronavirus joke if you tell it to an empty room. Or if it makes someone sick. I learned that men also dislike being told to stay home and cook. I feel like in a way it could be a little bit like sexy, you know, this coronavirus thing. Like all day I spent basically wondering like, am I hot? Like, am I breathing hard? It's a little sexy. It's also, it reminds me a little bit of a couple years ago when we had that thing with fortune cookies. I don't know if you remember that, where like you would open the fortune cookie and you would add like in bed to the end of it to make it like, so it'd be like, you know, you will be successful in bed. And that's a lot less fun than it was now that I do everything in bed. It's like you will eat your dinner in bed. Like you will make all your decisions and take all your calls in bed. It's a little bit less cool than I thought. I also think my kids are gonna have to step it up this weekend because breakfast in bed is not such a great treat now that I literally eat all my meals in bed. Been doing some other stuff. My brother is actually self-quarantining with my parents, which is fucking terrifying. And it's made me a little worried about that my kids will never move out. And so I've taken some steps. Like while they were outside playing yesterday, I went to the blanket fort that they built in the living room and I set it on fire. I posted a notice to vacate because this is fucking Germany. The tenant law here is really serious. Like they might have a claim for the rest of their lives if I let them keep that little thing in our living room. What else have I been up to? I made a playlist for while I'm pooping.
Huh.
The first
Nice.
the first song on it is Brown Eyed Girl. Um, the last song is Every Which Way But Loose. It's been great getting booked. I'm pleased to know that now that everything's online and you can literally book any comedy, any comedian in the world, I'm still like the only woman on the show. This one has two. It's pretty good. Being a woman in comedy is like that optical illusion where like you look at it one way and it's an old woman and you look at it the other way and it's a young woman and a booker looks at it and says two women. They're not both on here. So, yeah, I think that's about all I've been up to recently is getting bitter and staying home.
Huh. I mean, so wait, Aaron, you're married, right? How do you think this COVID's been affecting your marriage?
I think I'm one life insurance policy away from a real change. No, I'm just kidding. My husband is he actually goes to work every day. He works at the hospital.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
he's essential. And I was like, yeah, wait till you get intubated by a child psychologist. Then we'll see if you're essential.
Oh
uh,
man.
yeah. No, I don't know. It's going all right.
I blame every fight right now on like, we just have to spend way too much time together. It's so weird.
That's
And she's like, yeah, you don't want to spend more time with me? Yeah, sure. Like away though. Like,
yeah. My husband and I are really like opposites. So like he literally said like at the end of this, I just want to stay home for a couple days and relax. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah. I've been
Anyway,
learning a lot about my pets. Like I can't have kids.
yeah.
It'd be weird.
I
Our
have one.
dog just got.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, you have the one son, right?
Yeah, and having
Yeah, he's gonna stay home forever. I have one little
yeah,
brother.
exactly. Yeah.
He's
Having
still at
one
home.
kid is the next best thing to having no kids right now.
Would you agree with that, David?
Yeah, partly. Yeah.
Man, I'm beginning to really like question my. I feel like if I was in America, I'd maybe take my dog to my dad's farm, because like I said, she got into bear mace, and that ensued like panic throughout the entire house, and also I realized bear mace in Germany is illegal.
I was just gonna say that. I was like, today you can have bear mace.
No, so what's crazy is we had it for when we were camping in Colorado Springs, and I guess it was still in our camping gear from when the movers brought us here. And my wife was cleaning everything out. She was going to throw it all away, and then instead, like, the dog infested the entire living room with it, and everybody ran through the living room. Only person that was, dude, it was crazy.
You guys
Only
know
person that
what
was.
bear mace is? Does everybody know what bear mace is?
Not at all.
It's mace for bears, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
it's like
it's
pepper spray.
Yeah, exactly.
It's,
Yeah, okay.
That's a,
I literally thought we were under a chemical attack because, like, those bells that go or whatever, those sirens that go off every like Saturday. So I swear it's increased to like once every month to like every Saturday. So I always think we're under attack. But anyway, so my dog was going crazy. She was blind and couldn't like see anything. She was running into the walls, and like so I'm running. I'm trying to take her outside, and so dude, I get into the living room, and I don't know, like all these instincts in me were like, we're under a chemical attack. Where are we, Syria? I almost didn't open the door. I was like, what the fuck? So anyway, but. Yeah, my wife and I are still questioning if we should have kids. We really want to, but we would have went to jail if that would have happened to a human. So anyway, but yeah, so that was fun. A lot of things learned here in COVID-19. Things not to do, things to do, but Anyway, so Ken, how's being an essential worker treating you during COVID-19?
Oh, I mean, it's the first time I'm essential for anything, and I actually get paid for that. Fucking fantastic. No, it's horrible. I actually have to talk to people, real ones. What a shame. And the thing is, I work in a building supply store, and I want actually to talk about the marriage because I've sold so many shovels to marry a man. It's pretty impossible that I'm not involved in a murder or something like that. And yeah, I have to wear a mask. I have to actually wear a mask, which sucks. But what sucks more is to eat garlic bread before putting the mask and having to put it for 8 hours. So don't do that mistakes. I've done it for you guys. But I have to say that actually, I did went out, did go out. I traveled actually, thanks to my Tinder passport option that is now free, and it's fun because I'm never matching here in Luxembourg, but I'm somehow of a big hit in Latin America, man. Mexico, fucking Mexico. I'm not sure that the people who like me are actually called Karen, but maybe Miguel and they want me to smuggle drugs, but that's another story. I'm an essential worker in another field, I guess. But it's cool to do comedy. It's really cool to do comedy back again, but I had a hard time to actually pitch the show to my friend in order for them to watch it, it's how would you do that? It's like Skype but fun. It's like Skype with benefits, I guess. But it's hard to bring someone on this app like, hey, do you want to watch a Skype with benefits on an app called Jeez Me? Not really. And that's about it for me, guys.
So nobody wanted to get on Jitsi with you today?
Nobody normal.
Even
My
if I-
insane friends, yeah, definitely.
Oh gosh. What did Shalom say that what did he say it meant in Luxembourgian? What oh.
Exactly that, jizz.
Yeah.
Oh god, man. But yeah, so wait, are you gonna go to Latin America anytime? Okay.
Depending on how much they pay me.
So wait, these aren't gonna be dates? They're literally
I don't really know. Maybe they are actually called
What?
Karens and they don't want me to smuggle drugs. They just want to have a visa. I don't know.
he's
An
gonna be the
idea.
first one with the prostate exam.
Maybe. If I survive, yeah, maybe.
Oh man. But yeah, so I don't know, like I almost traveled to Mexico once until I didn't think I would be able to come back across the border.
Yeah. I'll bet you.
Everybody's like, well, first off, we didn't have enough seatbelts in the car, and they're like, oh no, just get in the trunk. And I was like the most Mexican out of everybody.
Stacking up bad ideas.
Right. We were literally like you could see border control, and I was like, "Yeah, we just need to turn around. Let's just turn around now." But we did actually get stopped because we turned around, and I was like, "I just didn't want to get stuck in Mexico by accident."
Did you make it fun? At least you said, "Hey, hola, señor," instead of hi.
No, I was like 16 years old, thinking I was gonna get stuck in Mexico because they can still turn you around and make you go across the border and say, I
Really?
didn't have a passport at the time. You know what? The last 2 years, I've done a lot of firsts. Like I figured out like you can't buy condoms for kids as toys for your friend. Like I mean, you can't do those things. So funny story behind that is like I was in a different country where first off I was confused about like maybe the religious beliefs there. I thought I was in Afghanistan, but I wasn't. We were in this little store and we were just trying to spend the money we had before we came back. And so my friend was like, yeah, just buy everything in the store. And I had like 700 shekels. And I'm like, what am I going to buy at a convenience store with 700 shekels? So I've heard of Trojans. I just thought those were the only condoms that were anything. So anyway, so I'm like, oh, there's these colorful things back there. And I'm like talking to the guy and I go, oh yeah, why don't we just get a bunch of those for our friend's kid? And he's like, what? And I'm like, those Durex? And he's like, you're gonna buy those for his kid? And I go, well, they're really colorful. I don't know what a baby's like. And then he's like, oh yeah, you don't have the problems heterosexuals have. And I was like, wait, what are those? The Indian guy that's the cashier was laughing, listening to Indian music doing this. I'm like, what are those? And he tells me, and I'm like, why do they have those here? These people aren't having sex. And then he's like, hey. I did think they weren't having sex. They were conscripts. I don't know. But anyway. Oh, man. That's what I've been learning about myself. I've learned I'm not as cultured as I thought I was. Like, I thought having a black wife, I was black. But I'm not. I just started listening to Cardi B and rap. Right, wait, she's a rap? No, yeah, she does rap, so she's all included in that. Anyway, but Chris, how's COVID been treating you, man? First
not
things
that
first,
well.
did you have your surgery?
I did. It went well.
Okay.
It went well.
Okay.
But yeah, before I got the surgery, obviously I needed to get the drive-through COVID test, as you explained. I didn't enjoy it. I used to hate needles. Turns out needles are pretty okay compared to Q-tips all the way down to your brain. When you feel somebody poking your brain, it's a different perspective. Then you think Q-tips are not too bad. Think about this prostate test. If the doctor says, look, it's going to be the whole fist or another, brain poking, I'm going to be like, lube up the fist, doctor. I'm ready for it. Then, as I told you, like last week, I did the test too early. You need to do it exactly 48 hours before the operation. I did it when the doctor gave it to me, so I had to do the test again.
Oh no!
Yeah, because I knew already how bad it was. So I was just like, fuck, if I'm lucky, the second nurse is really gentle and the first nurse was just a cunt, Turns out the first nurse was a true princess. And the second one was, she was French. She was not that happy working on a Sunday. So that hurt way more. She said, I'm going to count to 10. And she counted to 16. So at 10, I was like, stop it. Come on, why are you lying? 11, 12, and she counted really slower than seconds. So I think it was in there for 20 seconds. Oh, it was really not fun. Not fun at all. I never want to get tested for that again. I just stick me anywhere you want. I mean, needles, fingers, anything. It's all better than getting your brain poked. Definitely way better than getting your brain poked. And that's actually one thing now that I experienced this, I think the Americans should stop waterboarding, enhanced interrogating people. You're wasting a lot of water. Water's precious. Just Q-tip those tourists. Honestly, it's way better. But yeah, so that's been my week. That's
probably going to be a suggestion to President Trump soon now. That's why they're not doing as high a testing in America. They're saving it.
Yeah, exactly. So there'll be Q-tip shortages because all the governments are buying them all.
Dude, I don't know. That thing is crazy. I thought it was coming out of Shane's ass at one point. I had to look away.
Yeah, no, I mean it's I mean, I don't have a vagina, but if I did have a vagina, I think I would prefer that test over the nose test.
No. Well, I don't know because it's like the scraping thing. Aaron, the scraping thing is what I think gets you. Like,
but it's
and it's always the doctors that do it are always a dude too, and they're like, oh, you'll feel a little pinch. I'm like, bitch, you don't know what I'm gonna feel.
Exactly. Have you done this before?
Yeah.
It's because so like I remember the scraping situation and I felt it like in my throat. Like I felt like he had put the Q-tip so far that it was scratching my throat. I started coughing. Nurses had to come down and hold me down. It was crazy. I was like, can you guys just get this out of me? I don't care if I have cancer. Luckily, she's
Yeah.
Guys,
Exactly.
guys, I'm really sorry. I need to go. It's been a pleasure. Okay, take care, guys. We'll do it next week.
Bye
Ciao,
bye.
David.
See ya.
Ciao,
Bye.
ciao.
Bye. Oh, look at Kent. Your hair's nice today.
Bye.
I need to get a haircut. Shit.
No. Me too. I somehow my hair looks good today, but otherwise, I have an afro. Actually, it's pretty amazing. But yeah.
Are you a mixed baby?
Yeah. Actually, I'm European. That's the best way to put it. I have so many
Okay, in
nationalities.
America, when we say a mixed baby, like it's a half black person and something else.
Oh no, here in Europe, a mixed baby is just called a bastard.
Oh gosh. I was just gonna ask Aaron a question, but I forgot.
For you?
Yes, and it was actually I like your glasses because they look like my wife's cat glasses. Are they cat glasses?
They are cat glasses, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say they're cute. Anyway, so but yeah, I don't know. COVID's been so much fun. Are you enjoying it? I always see pictures of your kid and like they actually do match those artist things. Like,
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
does he
pretty
have?
cool.
He's dying inside too because he's also like a massive extrovert and he wants to like do like we're basically making each other crazy because we're tired of being the audience for the other person. Like it's kind of a nightmare actually.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So much fun. Yeah. That's how I feel. I'm like I feel like I go to work just to tell people jokes. Like I'm like and I prepare a little script and everything. I'm like, all right, what happened to me this week? Yep, okay. Yeah. But yeah, so okay. I hope you guys had fun. I know it's been like it was only like 40 minutes, but this has been fun, guys. I liked it. I'll
Yep.
Yeah, very cool.
All right.
It's great to see everybody. I feel like I really
know.
been to Luxembourg
Wow.
in so long. I mean, that was actually the show I was supposed to be on with Deepu was the first one that got canceled for me for COVID and many more after that. But yeah, I miss coming over.
Oh yeah, I definitely miss the open mics and stuff. It's been kind of tragic. But
Yeah.
I mean,
all right,
I guess we
so
will see each other in
hopefully we all-
September.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
the
Something
open.
like that.
person.
Did you know I was
Think so?
on a call today. I have some friends in the Netherlands, and they are opening back up to groups of 30.
Yes, I know.
They already circulated open mic lists. They're going to do one.
What?
Yeah, so it's going to be 30 people, and the space seats like 100. So they're social distancing the audience. There's going to be 30 people. There's going to be 3 comedians. It's going to be an hour, and then they're going to clean out the audience. Everybody's going to have to leave. They're going to sanitize everything, and then they're going to run it again with another different 3 comedians and 30 different people in the audience.
On the other hand, they were never on really full lockdown. That's also the point.
True. But I just, I can't help but think like we're bordering them, Austria, these places are starting to open back up. We're going to get pressure inside Germany to have some events, something.
Yeah.
My kid is going back to school in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Oh,
Luxembourg
well,
next
here-
week. They start next week in Luxembourg.
Yeah.
Oh, some of them already started the 11th. No, not the 11th, the 5th. So last week.
All right. Okay.
But I think it's possible to organize something. It just requires a lot of logistic, I guess, in this case.
Yeah, so that means an up down. We can have fit 4 people in there.
which is already 1 or 2 more than usual, but
Exactly. So it's
Yeah.
an
Dude,
improvement.
I'm telling you, I think like this is going to be good for American education, though, because they can only have like 15 kids in the class, no more than 65 kids to one teacher thing.
I thought you were saying
only class per family.
they shut everything
Well,
down in America for the rest of the school year. I thought you said that would be good for American education. Like,
Well, I mean,
can't hurt.
right? Jeez, I heard they're gonna try to, I heard that's what they're doing for like the next school year is starting the 15 kids to a certain amount of area within a school or whatever. But I mean, that'll be good because especially those very busy schools. But hey, I'll stop the live stream now so that we can. But yeah, so